Welcome to Recreationally Yours. I'm Janice Steib, the Center Director here at the JFK Community Center.
I'm Kelly Snider, Recreation Specialist.
And today we're here over at the JFK Community Center in our Youth Lounge, and we have lots of things for kids to do here. We have pool tables and shuffleboard and air hockey, foosball. Yeah. So there's a lot of things for kids to do, and if you have a resident card, it's free of charge. So we want the kids to come on up, and we get a lot of adults during the day too. Occasionally at night, but typically it's the younger kids, but it is really open for all ages, even though it's called the Youth Lounge. Cool. So come on over to the JFK Community Center. Well, we have lots to talk about today, Kelly. Who are you going to be talking with?
I'm going to talk with Beth Carr, our other recreation specialist today. She's got a lot of special events that we're doing together, or just in the department as a whole. We got a lot of special events coming up, so we're going to talk about that later on in Recreationally Yours.
Great, and then I know we both have a lot of programs coming up as well that we'll just kind of go through. Instead of having a calendar segment, we're just going to talk about all of our events that are coming up.
Perfect, yeah.
So stay tuned.
Protect your family. Go to mo.gov/cyber. Your information lives online as much as you do.
Hi, welcome back to Recreational Yours. Again, I'm Kelly Snider, the Recreation Specialist, and with me today is Beth Carr, our other Recreation Specialist here with the City of Florissant Parks and Recreation Department. Beth's here today. We're going to talk about some of the awesome special events and new programming we have coming to the department. So what event do you want to start with today?
I think since it's kind of chilly out and everyone's probably thinking about the ice rink and ice skating, we'll start with our youth event coming up on Friday, March 2nd, and that is our Party on the Ice. This is something that we do every year for 5th to 8th graders, and they can come out and skate and have some pizza. We have a DJ, so he plays music and makes it a really fun, exciting environment for them. And yeah, it's a really good night. They're having a great time. Lots of kids come out and enjoy the ice rink right before it closes down for the season. It's kind of a last...
They're the last people on the ice for the year, right?
They are.
Yeah, like as soon as they're done, we dry that thing up, all gone.
yeah. So it's a special privilege too. Last skaters on the ice. It's a good time. But that's coming up March 2nd. That'll be 6:30 to 9 p.m. over at the Egan Center Ice Rink. You can start getting your tickets on February 1st, and that ticket price includes everything: the pizza, soda, skate rental, all of it. And it's really cheap. It's only $5 for residents and $7 for non-residents, so you don't want to miss it. It's a good time.
Don't forget to get your tickets early. We may sell out.
Right.
I know we have a new program that you're starting called Parents Night Out. You want to kind of explain it to them for us?
Yeah, so basically it's we'll do a lot of camp-like activities. Kids will get to have some pizza and just enjoy a nice active night at the center with some of our center staff, while parents can go do whatever they want, really, just get a couple of hours away from the kids, some time to do something, off with yourselves if you want to go eat dinner or, enjoy some other activity, or just even get some time to relax in a quiet house. I know that's really hard to come by when you have kids, so we have several different dates for that.
Is there an age range for the children?
There is. They do need to be between 6 and 12, basically our camp range. And it is a drop-off program, so parents can drop them off. And like I said, we'll entertain them. All of our staff here is, CPR certified. You and I actually do the training for that, and I'll be there for all of these. So it's definitely a fun, safe environment for the kids. Cheaper than a night, cheaper than a babysitter if you want to get out a couple hours. So you can drop them off as early as 5:30 p.m. and pick them up as late as 9 p.m. And that's only $12 for residents and $15 for non-residents for the whole night. And like I said, we will feed them too. So pizza, who doesn't love pizza? Yeah. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to coming up with some different activities for them and hopefully giving parents a little bit of a break.
So earlier you talked about how we're both CPR trained and we actually do the trainings for the city. I know we're going to start hosting community CPR classes for anyone in the community that actually wants to become CPR certified if that's for the preteens who want to start babysitting or that's going to help with them, kind of remind us about the cost or what they should expect.
Yeah, so it's basically just a community CPR and very basic first aid training. You never know what's going to happen, and you always want to be prepared. And being able to do something, even just the little bit that we teach you in the class, is better than nothing. And we both know minutes can make such a difference when it comes to major medical emergencies like heart attacks and strokes and things like that. So it's only $5 if you just want to come and get the knowledge and get the information just to have. If you'd like to walk away with an actual certification good for 2 years, then it would be a total of $15 to cover the cost of that certification. But you don't have to come to be certified. You can just come for the information. Either way is fine. And like you mentioned, it's great for kids who want to babysit. It's really good to be able to say that you are certified. It teaches you how to deal with breathing emergencies like choking, which is something that can be a huge thing in infants, especially when they're at that age where they want to put everything in their mouth. And just basic first aid. So it's really, I personally think that everybody should know CPR, and I'm sure you feel, very
We're a little different though. We have a little different feel about it. But I like the, please remember, like your kids can get certified and the parent can be there as well just to receive the information or vice versa. So everybody just having the information is going to be a great help to you and serving the community.
We actually are offering those once a month between February and April, and maybe more to come once our summer information comes out.
How well they're
there's a lot of opportunities.
I know they're always on Thursdays, so
right.
Look out.
Yeah, usually around the second Thursday of the month.
Mm-hmm. So, now on a little bit less serious of a note, we have Easter coming up, and with Easter we have a ton of programs that are coming. I know we changed a little bit of what we're doing for Easter this year, so why don't we give the viewers a little, hey, something new.
Right. So in the past we've had our Snack with the Easter Bunny and Easter egg hunt. That name is a little bit of a mouthful, so we are having a little bit of fun with the title this year, and we were looking for our Easter happenings is what we're calling that now. So very, it's a very similar in structure. We'll have the Easter Bunny there for photos. We'll have our Easter egg hunt starting promptly at 3:15. So please know the eggs are gone within minutes. So 3:15 on the dot is when we will be starting that Easter egg hunt. But the whole event starts at 2:30. So you're welcome to come out and just have a little treat.
See the Easter Bunny.
Some activities, get a photo with the Easter Bunny.
Please note this time is later in the afternoon. Usually we do our Easter egg hunt in the morning, but we're going to do it later in the afternoon this year. Try to not compete with the rest of them that are happening in the morning. So maybe ours can be your second stop and get an extra egg hunt in or something.
Yeah.
I know you're going to do egg decorating, so people's kitchens don't have to get super messy and they can just get messy here, right?
Yeah. We started that last year, and we had a lot of kids, and it was a lot of fun. We had some different techniques that I found and provided all the materials to do each technique. We had rice and food coloring, and you shake the egg and it makes it kind of speckled and fun, and we dyed with Kool-Aid and things like that. So it's a great way to still get your Easter eggs and not have to deal with the mess that you have at the house when you do it. I'm the one who gets to clean up your mess, so it's really nice. And that's going to be Wednesday, March 28th, so we have that coming up too. And then also, actually, you're starting at the indoor pool a new Easter program as well. Do you want to tell us about that?
So we have, it's scheduled for a little bit of the older kids and a little bit of everybody. We're gonna have an underwater egg hunt. So just like I said, underwater egg hunt. So these eggs are gonna be at the bottom of the pool, on top of the pool, in the middle of the pool. So it's gonna be great. You're gonna grab those Easter eggs, you're welcome there. And then your pricing also includes your open session fee after that. So you're welcome to swim for the rest of the evening as well. Grab as many eggs as you can, we'll get the prizes going, and then swim away. Anyways, that's do we have anything else going on that we need to talk about?
I think that's about it for the time being. You know, always lots of things going on, but we don't want to cram them with too much.
Yeah. Always check your brochures. Always check the website, www.florissantmo.com. Thank you, Beth, for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more Recreational Yours.
This is my story.
I can be anything I want to be.
An actress.
A musician.
An athlete.
A cheerleader. An artist.
You can be anything you want to be, so why would you choose to drink and drive?
Well, Kelly, you guys talked about a whole lot of activities. We have a whole lot of those preschool programs and different things. Beth's really trying to bring in a lot of programs. One thing I did want to mention, this is the year that everybody needs to update their resident card. So as we're talking about these programs and you're getting interested in them, just want to make sure that everybody knows that if you haven't been in since like December 1st, that you will need to update your resident card before you register for any of these programs. And there's something new this year with resident cards too. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, they do cost. This is the first year that the resident cards are going to cost, and it's going to be good for 2 years. So from the date you get your resident card until your 2-year mark is up, it's no longer just going to be on a every 2 cycle, etc. So if you don't get your resident card until July, it's not going to expire for another 2 years from July.
Right, and it's $3 for an adult and $2 for youth or seniors. And just a couple things to know to bring with you when you come up to get your resident cards. We're going to need a photo ID. So if you have your old resident card, that's fine too. You can bring that up here. And then it's best to just always bring an unpaid utility bill, a bank statement, some kind of official mail that's been mailed to your house within the last 30 days that has your name, your address, and a date on it. For those kids who are 20, they have an option. So 18 to 20-year-olds, they can either come up with their parents who has that information on them, or like we just had a kid in here a couple minutes ago it's too hard for them to get their parents to come up. If they have a bill or bank statement in their name, or like their phone bill, that's probably typically something that they might have. They can bring their own bill up and not have to worry about having their parents come up. So just make sure you have that information with you, and we'll be able to, it just takes a couple minutes to get that card going. Now, one of the first things probably coming up is our Resident Appreciation Skate. Do you want to talk about that?
So on President's Day, it's going to be February 19th this year. It's a Monday. The city is off work, and then other people are off work. School is off. So we do a Resident Appreciation Skate. All of our residents with current resident cards that we just talked about will show that ID. You'll get in free for ice skating that day, and you'll also get popcorn and soda along with your skate. It's from 2 to 4 that Monday. It's a fun time, and a lot of residents come out. It's a good way to meet with the rest of the community as well.
Right. And non-residents are welcome to come. They just need to come up, and you'll have to pay the non-resident rate, but they're welcome as well. We're just trying to give a break to those residents who have been faithful to us throughout the years.
Don't forget to get your resident card, because it'd feel bad for you to come up and then not have your proper resident card.
Right, and you can always go inside and get it taken care of, but if you don't have the right stuff, you're going to miss half the skate by the time you get down there.
Okay, so there's a few other programs that we're going to talk about, Janice, right? What do you got going on that you want to talk about?
Well, the first thing that'll probably come up that'll start registration is our spring break camp. So we have done this now for about 2 or 3 years. Luckily, again this year, both Hazelwood and Ferguson Florissant have spring break at the same time. So we have one of our assistant directors from our summer camp program who, with 2 of our other camp counselors, will run the program. And it'll be over at the Egan Center. And they typically, for spring break camp, they'll be outside a lot. We try and get them outside so that they run off some of their energy. They'll also be swimming a couple of days a week. So they'll have fun doing that. And then just regular camp activities. And we do kind of plan it because we know that there are some parents out there who work during the week. So it's scheduled for 7:30 in the morning until 5 at night. Now that before and after time, we kind of plan it that the 9 to 3, just like our day camp, are really structured activities, and that before and after time, kind of a little bit more laid back, let the kids wake up, they'll shoot some basketballs in the morning, and at the end of the day, they typically end it with a movie or just kind of a light thing just to kind of settle them back down for the parents so that they're not super hyper when they go home. But the kids seem to have a lot of fun. But the registrations for that will start on February 1st.
Perfect. And this is residents and non-residents?
Residents and non-residents, yes.
Perfect. I know I have a new fitness program coming up.
Yeah, what is that
It's
about?
called Mixed Fit. It's providing like hip hop, R&B, pop, all like, you know, sing-along songs, and it's boot camp body toning exercises along with those songs, and then some dance moves in there too. So Mixed Fit, we're getting, you know, explosive dance moves with some boot camp as well. It's going to be on Wednesday nights. It's a new Wednesday night class. It's 1 day a week. You know, kind of change up your routine. You know, there's so many people that just go to Monday, Wednesday fitness classes or Tuesday, Thursday fitness classes. I figured let's try a once a week fitness class, and it'll be a little bit different. It'll totally change up your schedule from getting out of those people in a plateau that are always doing the same exercises. So
right, and I think people are so busy nowadays too that it's hard to fit 2 days a weekend. I know I would have never been able to fit 2 days a weekend, but I might be able to stretch one.
Yeah,
so I think it's great to have that 1 day a week.
And it's later in the evening too. It's not like right at that 5:30 or 5 o'clock time frame if you're going to go get your kids or start dinner. It's a little bit later in the evening, so dinner's already had. Let's go work out and go do your thing. 1 hour of your time at night.
Awesome. If you're a mom, like Dad put the kids to bed for a night, it's probably good for them, and they can get out and rejuvenate themselves a little bit.
Exactly. I also know we have a couple other programs coming on. What did you want to talk about?
Our garage sale. The garage sale this year, it'll be April 28th, which I know sounds pretty far away, but we start putting out the applications for those on February the 15th. So this is one, it's a great thing. We always have it the weekend before Valley of Flowers. So it's a good time to clean up your house, and out on the ice rink we'll have about 36 to 43 vendors, depending upon if we have it inside. It just depends upon how many vendors we get, but we're usually right at that 38 vendor mark. And this year, I don't think Beth talked about it quite yet because we'll probably do it in our next show, but she's going to have a Touch a Truck event, which is for the younger kids, at the same time over there as well. So we're trying to, you know, have 2 events kind of in one. So the people coming for that event will hopefully come over for the garage sale, and the people at the garage sale will hopefully stay for the Touch a Truck. So I think we're going to get a lot of people coming this year. And so it does fill up usually pretty quickly. So if it's something that people are interested in, come on up and get your application and get registered. You do need to be a resident though to have a spot in there, but anybody is welcome to come. So it's $30 to have a space, but it's free to come in and look at all the goodies.
And then they deal with all the moving of their stuff and taking away, correct?
Right, so it'll be the same day. We typically will have, the last couple of years, we've been lucky enough to have the Kidney Foundation come and pick up anything that people didn't want to bring home. If not, some people chose not to wait for them to come because they can't give an exact time, so they were a little bit later, but there's the Goodwill just down the street, so people just loaded their stuff up and brought it down the street as well, for those people who don't want to bring it all home. But the Kidney Foundation has been great in coming and picking up stuff the last couple of years as well. Also, I forgot to mention, we are in the middle of our snowman contest. We haven't had a lot of snow, but this year I have more snowmen pictures. I already have 5, which is more than last year.
Yeah.
So
we haven't had snow in a while. So.
Even with that little snow before Christmas, I got one that is probably about this tall, a picture of one about this tall. So you just need a little bit. I also got one that is maybe 3 foot tall. So all we ask that you do is that you build a snowman, or your child, of course. We really want the kids to build it, but we know the parents are helping. And then to send me an email with the kids' names, their ages, your address and a phone number, and email it to me. My email address is jsteib@florissantmo.com, because that way I have a digital picture that we can use for, you know, brochure purposes. And then February 28th is the deadline, and we usually have youth advisory or people in the office who will be judging it. So,
well, I hope we get some more snow, maybe, or you know. I think last year we had a great snowman, right? We didn't have any snow last year, and somebody still won. They put like marshmallows on a stick or something, right?
Yes, yeah, because last year we really had none, and so we gave out 2 prizes. One, that we did have one real one that was, I think, maybe this tall, and the other people just made some snowmen, and they were pretty creative. So we had, and usually the winners get a gift card to Target, is usually the place that we've usually sent it to. So
perfect. Anyways, don't forget about the snowman contest. Any other information that you'd like more is our brochures come out. Our new spring brochure will be in both buildings and City Hall as of late January. It also can be found online along with all the rest of our programs and information at www.florissantmo.com. Each of our centers' phone numbers, Janice will provide with you.
The phone number here over at the JFK Community Center is 314-921-4250. The Egan Center phone number is 314-921-4466. And then even though it's cold outside.
But it's not going to be, don't worry. It's going to heat up, okay? We're going to be done with this coldness, okay?
We also have the golf course.
The golf course.
And their phone number is 314-741-7444. You're so funny. But yeah, they are open on the nicer days, so don't forget about going out and seeing them as well.
Yeah. Senior residents get a great rate. See you later. Anyways, thank you for joining us at Recreational Yours today. We've had a great time with you.
We'll see you next time.